Hello everybody, my name is Roy and welcome to a brand new video of you could basically call this something a reaction video of some sort. Basically, the news has broken. Fernando Alonso is not going to race in F1 post 2018, which means he won't be racing in F1 in 2019. And in this video, I'm going to give you a little bit of my thoughts on his departure like this and what I expect from him in the future and the driver market basically. So yeah, he dropped like a tweet on I think it was on the 12th, like 2 days before 14th. But yeah, and it was basically like a countdown 3 to 1, and it just simply said 1408, which means the 14th of August. And yeah, like people were like literally, even me, I was like, just every minute, after every few minutes, we were like refreshing our Twitter feeds, social media feeds, going on the Google News and everything. Finally, at like, I think, don't remember when, it was like in the afternoon or yeah, but McLaren actually posted like an article that Fernando won't be racing in F1 post 2019. But yeah, like it spread like wildfire, the news, and Fernando Alonso on his page, even posted like a short video of like his journey of the museum, I think, that he has, which was really touching, and yeah, it got me. but yeah, it is going to be tough, and it's going to be like really weird to have a race without him next year. And something I really want, now coming back to the like scenario side of things, in this all the statements and every official statements and everything, it didn't say that he is retiring. This is something I wanted to touch on with you guys, that if he was retiring from F1, they would have said, but it is like unlikely. This is just another rumor of mine, or like, yeah, but yeah, I don't think he is going to come back to F1 if he leaves like this. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he wants to focus on the WEC title and IndyCar. IndyCar is the most obvious place he'll go to to complete his Triple Crown. And that, in my opinion, is the better road to go. Because in F1, as heartbreaking as this sounds, obviously, he does not have the capacity to have another title. We all know that. But I don't even think he has the capacity to like win anymore with McLaren. Obviously, he's not going to, now, as we know now, he wouldn't have stayed in the sport for the next 10 years, which is when McLaren were proposing to, be fighting for the title. Maybe 10 years. But yeah, I think he's made the right decision. He is going for the Triple Crown, and right now he is the only, like, I think, person in motorsport who is the closest to doing so, since I don't know when. But yeah, I do hope he gets the Triple Crown. It would be like amazing. I think it's been, I don't even know how long it's been since it's been 50 something years, maybe more. But yeah, I think, yeah, the last person who won the Triple Crown was Graham Hill. He was an absolute legend, and if Fernando can also achieve that feat, it would be a much greater legacy to go retire his motorsport career with. And even though he could have, maximized the opportunities of what I'm trying to say is that he basically did have a lot of chances to win the titles in the past, but yeah, some wrong career decisions and all that didn't allow him to. So basically, yeah, I think that now for his first priority of the remainder of his career is to get that Triple Crown, and all he has to do for that, well, not all, but yeah, but what he has to achieve for that is just an Indy 500 win, which is, again, not just a huge difficult thing, but yeah. So I think he's going to be focusing on that and potentially winning the WEC championship. And yeah, guys, there we go. And now, coming to the final section of this discussion video thingy, the driver market. That's something we cannot ignore. This is equally a big. This is like bigger, if not equal, to shocking of a news to Daniel Ricciardo's move. Because Fernando Alonso, it's like hard to imagine the grid without him. He's such a great personality. Like you can't hate the man. He's like amazing. I've always loved him, Fernando, and again, it's going to be really something weird to like have the F1 paddock grid without him. Just before we go on to driver market, I touched on this a little bit earlier that he might not entirely be leaving F1 for good now. Maybe like about at 2020, when a lot of the drivers in the current field are expected to retire, like Hamilton and all of those. Maybe he like does a surprise and returns, and he'll have an opportunity to race for a bigger team, because Ferrari Mercedes will potentially have free seats if people like Lewis and Vettel don't race post 2020, and Kimi Räikkönen and all those. And but that's highly unlikely, and I don't think Fernando is going to come back to F1. This is going to be probably his last year and last few races of his career. We wish him all the best, and on to the driver market. Now, who will fill that McLaren seat? Personally, when it comes to Stoffel Van Dorn, I think he'll stay, because the last few days, the team have, supported him and backed him, that despite the results, they are still going to put faith in him and all that stuff. And so I don't think Van Dorn is going to leave, but it could be, a possibility that Van Dorn leaves, because McLaren do have better options, very better options, like Lando Norris coming in. We have Carlos Sainz, who has potentially already signed that contract. But it's going to be a real gamble. You can't right now say if Stoffel stays. Let's just suppose that Stoffel Van Dorn stays, and we have who will be put in that seat alongside him. I think it could be Sainz, but Lando Norris has an equal shot at getting the seat. It's just between those two now, because Sainz is not going to race at Renault, as we all know, next year, and I don't think that Red Bull will favor him over Gasly just because of Verstappen in the team. But my solid prediction is that McLaren will go with Carlos Sainz. Even though Lando is really promising and all, he might be put in Toro Rosso next year. Who knows? This is all right now so uncertain. It's hard to predict. But I think that Carlos Sainz might go in the seat. But once I say Sainz, now I want to say Lando, because it's 50-50 between those two, or maybe someone else just surprises us and comes and takes the seat. Whatever happens now, hope McLaren make the good decision, and all the best to Fernando for the remainder of his career, which has totally been a great run for him, and he will definitely go down as one of the greatest in motorsport history. But that's all for today, people. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, go follow my social channels, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.